welcome back to another Gadget Report. Let's talk gadgets. And today we're talking about when is the best time to travel. So, what do you think? Do you like to travel in the peak of summer? Do you like to travel mid-season? What is your favorite? Let's talk about it. Let's say, obviously, will be my personal opinion, and I will give you my personal opinion about when it's the best time to travel, and I will tell you why. So, come with me. Let's talk gadgets. So, as you know, everyone has a different personality. Some people really like the heat, other people really like the cold. Some people really like to go to summery, destinations and have a holiday at the beach or something like that. Others like winter holidays. It is what it is. We are all different, and that's what makes everything so interesting. But let's talk about on an economic level and obviously on a kind of a taking advantage of things level of enjoyment level, if you like. As I said, this is totally my personal view. This has no research on it. This has no statistics or anything like that. I didn't want this video to be something like that. I just wanted this video to be solely my opinion. And that's why I decided to talk about this today, because I think it is something that is very important. For example, in Europe, summer is now coming to an end, and in Australia, winter is now coming to an end. In fact, we are days away from spring, which starts in fact, and when I say days away, it's because this video will be recorded or is recorded usually 1 week before it is published. So when I recorded this video, which was exactly the 28th of August, it's 1 week before you will be seeing it, which will be already in September. So we will be already in spring. Spring in Australia starts at the 1st of September. In Europe is slightly different. So, what do I think is the best time to travel? Well, in my view, the best time to travel would be the mid-season. So, either spring or autumn. Why? Why do I think this? First of all, you still have nice weather. So, spring, if you choose, and if you are a summery person that likes a bit more temperatures a little higher, if you choose the end of spring, you already get that hotter weather. However, you don't get the crowds. And autumn, the same thing. You don't get that much hotter weather. The weather is starting to cool down a bit. And again, you don't get the crowds. You get less crowds. Of course, crowds are going to be there regardless. And when you talk about huge touristic destinations, usually this happens all year round because people like to visit. For example, if you come to Sydney, you'll see tourists all year round because they come all year round. Even in winter, our winter is not that bad by any means. Well, I lived 30 years in Europe, so I think I have I find it hard to compare because obviously the winters there are way colder than what we have in Australia. However, the summers, and as far as I'm concerned, these days they're getting pretty much what we're having. I just know that my family have been telling me that it's been 40 degrees in Portugal. There's been 40 degrees all over Europe. So this is what we usually have in Australia. So the summer there is not any different from what we're having in Australia these days. So if you really want, because even if you are a summer person, I don't think anyone enjoys a temperature of 40 degrees. In fact, it's highly dangerous and not pleasant at all. And if you want to enjoy yourself and go on a holiday and then you are under alerts for heat waves and things like that, it kind of going to spoil your holidays a bit. So if you go And this, again, I stress, is my personal opinion. If you go on the mid-season, you might find the cheaper flights. The trick is you must stay away. If you don't have kids, stay away from the school holidays, because the school holidays, the flights always, they always go up in price. So if you don't have kids, so you don't have that restriction of the school holidays, stay away from the school holidays and travel outside those periods, and you still get a good deal in flights, and you have the good weather, and you don't have as many crowds. Obviously, if you go during the school holidays, and I'm thinking if you are in Australia and you want to travel interstate, let's say to the Gold Coast or Brisbane or something like that, if you go on the school holidays, it will be packed, because people, usually Sydney siders or people from Melbourne, they usually go and go to the Gold Coast or go to Brisbane because they want the warmer weather, which happens obviously because Queensland is much warmer than New South Wales and Victoria. But of course, if you stay away from the school holidays, you may get slightly less people, and you will enjoy it the same. Everything is still there. If you want to go to the Dream World, to Australia Zoo, all those attractions, they still there, they still open, you can still enjoy them, and you might enjoy them with a little less people around you rather. And I think that's a plus. And then even if you're going to fly and you're going to visit another country, you must be aware of that as well. Of course, when you visit another country and you go overseas, then a research is needed to know, the temperatures, what the weather is like in certain times of the year, what is the thing with seasons, because it's different. For example, and as I said, Australia, the seasons always start at the beginning of a month, so we're going to start spring at the 1st of September, then we will start summer, I believe, on the 1st of December, and then we'll start autumn on the 1st of March, and then we'll start winter on the 1st of June. So that's what happens here. It's at the 1st, but for example, when I was in Portugal, it would be on the 21st of this month. So 21st of September, 21st of March, 21st of December, 21st of I'm missing one, 21st of June. So that's how it would be in Portugal, and I think the rest of Europe will be similar. So you need to be aware of this as well. You need to be aware of the temperatures, how the weather is like on those particular times. And I think if you go outside the high season, outside that hustle and bustle of tourism and everything, you will enjoy more, because you will have less people. You can enjoy because you don't need to be in a crowded place. You don't need to queue to go and see a museum or do something else, because there will be less people. So in my view, if you think outside the box and think outside the high season, you will find that you still have a good window of time to enjoy your holidays. You just don't need to enjoy them with the rest of the world. Let's put it this way. So, and then it's up to you, totally up to you. If you really like cooler temperatures, and if you're not a summer person, maybe you can go in autumn, more towards winter. If you really like spring, at the beginning of spring, when the temperatures are still a little cool. If you really like the heat, then do the other way around. Go at the beginning of autumn and at the end of spring. So if you just do this, and if you try to play with your dates, to play with your times, in order to run away from all that hustle and bustle, that peak time, you will end up finding that you may find better deals in hotels. So we see even economically, it will be better for you. You will save money because if you out of the high season, you may find better deals in hotels or Airbnbs. You might find, as I said, better deals in flights. Even all other things. Sometimes tourist attractions, they have different pricing for each season, which I, by the way, think is ridiculous, but some of them do. So you will find that even there you may have a saving. So think about this, know what you like to do, and choose outside the peak season, and I'm pretty sure you will enjoy yourself. So for today, I hope you like this gadget report. I hope you like my suggestion and it helped you in any way. Now, let me know your thoughts. I gave you my opinion. Now I want yours. What do you do? How do you choose your holidays? Do you really stay away from the high seasons? Do you already do this? Do you like to travel in winter? Are you a winter person like me, for example? What do you do? What's your best time to travel? When do you usually go on a holiday? Let us know. Share on the comments below. And if you have any subject that you would like me to discuss on our gadget reports, please let me know and I'll be very happy to do so. So, put a like on the video and subscribe the channel with a little click on the bell so you get a notification of a new gadget report every week. Before I go, thank you so very much for watching. See you next week. Have a good one. Bye.